Uh, all right. So before your question was my thoughts on our games or whatever. Of course, the one. Huh. Mientras. Yeah, about your question before. I need some clarification on it.
That is, until we check the description. This video has
No,
been
the
encrypted in standard procedure
what are my
as
thoughts on
stated in
the
Chapter 7,
R
Section
explicit games or
924.
whatever?
However, as also stated under Chapter 7, Section
Okay,
933,
let's talk.
any
Are we
footage
talking about
involving or
violence
of
or talking
experienced
about such
classified as
things?
Class 4 employee or above must have each video encrypted in a separate way
Give an
as to
example.
avoid any leaks to the American populace. Please remember that Company Poker Night is on Thursday and the
So
following card codes have been banned from
we need
practice. Remember to bring a
to
shareable
set a
food
difference
for all
between
employees to have.
suggestive games and straight up
Sorry, what
our
did we just
games.
read? This video is apparently encrypted, and it's likely the
Lemon
people
Stone
behind this are
is
the
a cooler
DMS
game,
we heard
but it
about
is
earlier.
only
But
suggested.
what
It
sort of
doesn't explicitly
experiment
show
are
things.
they running here? From the contents of the video and this description, we can now essentially confirm that some
Do we
sort
have an
of
example of
testing
that?
is being conducted on Alex, something potentially very harmful that might be the reason behind his disappearance. But we don't know exactly what they're getting at
I have
just
some few
yet,
examples.
though where
Actually,
do
I've got
we
like
go
many
from
examples,
here? Well, taking a look
but
at
I've
this
forgotten most of their
description
names.
again, we can read that the DMS doesn't want anything getting out to the American public
Okay,
about these
I'll just go
experiments,
off
so
the
they're
knowledge I
encrypting these
know.
videos in various different ways. Case in point,
From what I see, they're
the
mostly
poker card
Japanese.
codes, replacing each
Yeah, I
letter
wonder
of the
why.
alphabet with its corresponding number and each number
And a lot of
with its
time they
corresponding
include
letter of the
tentacles for some
alphabet,
weird reason.
capitalizing the ones with an arrow, we get another YouTube video URL.
No, I'm not even kidding.
Finally,
So much of
we
the
get
time
to
they have
see
tentacles
what
involved.
Alex saw out there. The video is initially similar to the previous one. Again, Crafty logs on like we saw in his perspective, and Alex's screen experiences the same weird glitches. As we expect, Alex and Crafty eventually go to build the roof.
There's
And a
a
second
ad from I
now,
forgot what game,
something
but
should
basically in the ad, some dude is making out with the queen, and then the king finds out, and he's like, "Urgh," and the guy runs out the window, and like there's the
shot of a black player watching from a
and then,
distance,
okay,
and looking
like the
out
guy
over
runs
the
around
beach,
like
we
getting
can
the
see it,
doing the whatever
watching Alex
gameplay
and
thing.
Crafty. The
Eventually,
screen
the guy is
flickers
caught,
again,
right?
and it's gone, and we get the same
This is the crazy
interaction we
part.
saw earlier.
The
video
king
proceeds
doesn't
as
punish him by
usual,
killing him or
Crafty
whatever you would
walking off,
expect.
but this
He
time
like
doesn't
you can
end.
see
Alex
the
heads
queen's
down
like
into the
crossing
moon
her
and we hear a
arms
very fast
like
set of noises.
yeah.
Alex looks around, scared, but continues to go deeper. He collects iron before
Oh,
heading
scheiße.
back out of the cave, all the while looking back over his shoulder, until suddenly,
At the bottom,
there it is again, watching him. If we go frame by frame,
Just
we can barely
show-
get a
show me
glimpse
it
of the
directly.
name tag. HYG something OPOL. We can't exactly make it out, but one thing is for certain.
Am I lagging? I think I might be
Something
lagging.
horribly wrong. The description is very similar to the last, but this time the URL is in plain sight. No encryption, no nothing, which is odd considering the line that comes right after it.
I don't know why,
Maybe
but it
someone at
bothers
the
me. But
DMS
so it's fine
wants
for now.
us
But
to
I'll
find
remove.
this,
I'm gonna
which
remove
is
it right
good,
now.
because the next
Or
video
not.
is genuinely insane.
I don't know why, but it
Alex
just bothers
begins
me.
in a different part of the server, notably with strange burning trees.
Okay,
He proceeds normally,
in
cutting
this okay, let's
sugarcane
continue
and
about the
replanting
ad.
weeds,
The,
but we
there's
can
like
see
the
he becomes
queen
strangely
just like
attracted to this
crosses
gravel
her arms and
path,
like
and seemingly without reason begins
like
to follow it. As he
what do you call
does,
again, like
his screen
jealous or
continues
whatever.
to glitch
And you can see in
more
the
and
bed
more,
in the
and
back in the
path takes him
background,
away
the
from
bed
everything
is
else on the
shaking.
server, out
And
into
the
night.
heart
He heads
thing.
onto a
So
beach
I think what they're
into a dark
implying is
tunnel
that
dimly lit by redstone torches.
guy
He
made
follows
out
the
with
tunnel
queen.
deeper
King
and
found
deeper,
out. King got
entering a
angry.
strange
King chased the
maze
guy.
until he
Chased the
finds a
guy.
ladder
But when the
and
king caught the
climbs
guy,
down
he
to
then
see
made out with the guy,
this.
not instead of punishing him. I know, right? That's crazy. I don't know if it's Hero Wars. I don't think it's Hero Wars. Yeah, he made out with the guy who was making out with the queen.
Alex runs, trying to get away from
This is
the
gonna be
figure,
boring
but
as
the
hell.
footage glitches and somehow he's back in the main room. He climbs the ladder to get out, but the
How many
path he
videos have
came
you
through
made?
is now blocked. He runs down the other end of the corridor, facing dead end
Two.
after dead end after
I
dead
might not
end.
just.
He's
I think the only time I'll really upload a video is like just do not building thing, but just playing thing, and doing only like one room at a time.
Suddenly, Alex is back in the main server
Probably just gonna
spawn, and as if
do
slipping
actual
into a
combat and
trance, runs
not
into his
this kind of
house,
building thing.
grabs a compass, and begins heading north. That was a
Testing,
lot,
like
so
combat.
let's go
But
through it
let's
again
just
more
not show some
slowly,
specific
try to
rooms. Like,
understand
this is
what
completely
just
fine.
happened. After following the gravel path, Alex makes it into a room
And
with
there's
tens,
not-
if
not- there's nothing to
hundreds of
hide. There's no
signs,
weird
all
niche
telling
tricks.
him not to stop playing. He
Let's go
opens a
hide
chest with a
the,
weird
you know, the
arrangement of blocks,
multiple
which I'll
boss
get to in a
things.
second, and as he turns around, there it is, right in
Stands.
front of us.
Stands.
Hide.
Judgment Hall.
The name is gibberish, but decoding it with a basic Caesar cipher, it
The star
translates
pillar's almost
into
done. I just need to do
archive.
one,
If
two
this
more
name
parts.
doesn't mean anything anything to you, then don't worry, we'll get to it in a second as well. Alex runs
Cool.
from Archive before
And I
getting
guess
sent
I'll
back to the
just
main
make the
where he
roof,
tries
and we have to
escape
figure out how
through a
far
series
down
of
this thing should
corridors,
go.
each time
Because
met
this
with
thing
another
does
dead
drop
end
down,
and a
right? But how
cryptic
far down
sign.
would that go?
Finally, Archive corners him, approaching quickly before sending him back home.
I don't know,
And
up to you.
Alex goes
Because at the
north. I
end,
don't
if
have
we
to
do make
tell
it
you
go
that
down a lot,
something is
what do we even
horribly
put at the
wrong.
bottom?
To even begin to understand any of this though, let's go in order and take
If
a
you want to be
look
funny,
at
you
the
can just fill
chest.
it with
If you
water
replace
and
each
make a little
block and item
make a
with
little
the first
aquatic
letter
place.
of the name of that block, you get this. That's nonsense, but taking it one step
It'll
further
be
and
the
substituting
kind of
in
boring
the
one
second letter
answer
of each
though.
name if there's
Also,
two items,
star
the
is
third
done.
letter if there's three, and so on and so forth, we get this instead. It's possible I
They'd be kind of a boring
misinterpreted the
answer is the
cipher, but the
thing.
message is pretty apparent even if not perfect. Don't stop going north. Shifting our attention now to the signs, we only get to see them for a few frames each, and honestly, try as I
Let me
might,
look
this
around in the
first sign
the
11 2 is
Minecraft
just way
thing
too dark
place.
for me to actually read. I just can't make enough out. The
What if we
second
put a
sign,
trial
though,
spawner
I had a
that
bit
was
more luck.
that's just
With
full
the
of
exception
wardens?
of a few uncertain characters, I was able to see most of these, and if you hadn't already guessed by the convenient number,
Because
this
like
is
it's
going
that's
to
a,
be
like it's
another
just a
video
big
you'll
empty
know.
place,
Finally, the
and there's
third
a single
sign is
spawner in the
just
center.
barely
They're like,
visible, and
what's
I was
this?
able to
Oh,
get
it's actually
this
it's just a
out of
warden
it.
trial
It
spawner.
seems like more nonsense, but you know the drill. Wait for his something.
Or we can make
The
an
word
aquatic
here
place
is likely
instead.
approach, but I couldn't make out the middle three letters to confirm. Altogether, across all three messages,
Alright,
we
so
have don't stop
do we extend the
playing,
pillars down
don't
also
stop
to
going
go
north,
there?
and wait for his approach. All of these remarks check out with the video title, which
If
I
we do
haven't
extend the
even
pillar,
mentioned yet, and translates into my first command. It
it's up
seems
to
that
you
for
because
some
I can't
odd
decide
reason,
properly.
this
Both of them are
archive
nice
guy is
options.
trying to command Alex, scaring him into staying online, waiting
So
for
cool.
his orders, and for some reason heading
If we
north.
which one do we
But
do actually?
one,
I'm so
who
confused.
is Archive and what does he want? How does he connect to the Department of Metaphysical Sciences? And maybe most importantly, is he the reason that Alex disappeared? Well,
So
luckily
where
we
does
don't
it
have to
go?
wonder for very
And
long.
how far
because
down
the
should it
URL
even
that we
go?
found on the sign earlier, Caesar
Yeah, how
shifted,
far
of
down
course,
should we
leads
make
us
it
to a
go?
video
I'm still
on
confused
what
about it.
channel, if not Archive themselves. This is onboarding.
What I do know, however, what I'm gonna do is where I'm gonna place Judgment Hall. Yeah, no, I mean like where the entrance to Judgment Hall is gonna be. I know where I'm gonna put it.
You have been employed as a Class 4 developer and researcher in
Wait, let me
Archive.
just find the
Watching this
area.
video, we
I know the
learned a
rough
few
location. I just need to go to it
For
now.
one, Archive is a division of the
Alright,
United
I'm at it
States
now.
Department of Metaphysical
And
Sciences,
bam,
specifically
bam.
focused on
Actually, no,
ensuring the safety of humanity
no, I can't.
in
No, we still have
interactions with
to.
machines
The
and
area is
pests,
going.
as well as
It's going to.
advancing the
It's gonna
power
be
of the
connected from a
US
star
government.
pillar.
Currently, they have 4 ongoing experiments
It's.
with various different
Keep it to me. This is the area where it's gonna be built.
supernatural entities. The only one that we can read, translating from
Just leave it to me,
binary,
you'll
is
see.
entity M. If you know, you know.
This
Besides
pillar
that, we
here,
don't get
just
much else.
put the
Just
star
that
on
our
top. By the way, this
instructor
thing
will
also have
supposedly
is.
reach out
But this
to
thing
us.
also is the first door, but it's gonna have the last door. It's got the first set of stairs.
Soon.
Oh, this is so
probably
cinematic.
a video they show to the new hires at
This looks so
Archive,
good.
But why is this branch of the U.S. government concerned at all
Good.
with Alex and Eternal? It
Good.
seems odd that they'd be so interested in a Minecraft server.
I still think
but
the
clearly
lag
they
gift room
have
is the
something
gas
to do
chamber
with all
though.
of
Not the
this.
gas
Well,
chamber.
To find out, we
What?
have to watch the next video. Getting to it though isn't easy. The description of the
Alright.
last video on Alex's channel.
You know the
is this
pillar, right? I'm gonna
giant
show,
paragraph
or
that
should I
reads
just
like
skip
a
here
spam
so you
email.
can
There's
go
no
back to it?
obvious link hidden in here, and I wasn't sure at all how to progress. Out of ideas, I copy pasted it into Google. and
If we
found
do
a
the
result
water
that
thing,
caught
what
my
do we
eye.
even
A
put down
paper
there?
on
There's nothing, so they
steganography,
just
a
have to
way
starve
hide
to death.
codes in plain
It'd be a great way to
sight.
waste
It's
our
a
time,
pretty
actually.
interesting read, but look at this. Somehow you can start with this simple phrase you want to hide, and after applying the specific encoding technique, you
Or we
get
could just have
this
nothing down there, have them hit the ground
insanely cool,
like
but
a
also very
rock.
similar to our description. So I clicked the link the paper referenced, Spam Mimic, and pasting the video description into the decoder did the trick.
know.
Somehow this giant
But I don't
text
think they'll
echoes
survive the
to
jump
this
drop on
other
that far,
URL.
honestly.
The next video, just titled North,
Or we can just do
features
your idea
Alex
of putting
going,
water, or we can just put
well,
wardens, or we can make it go to the
north. He
void,
mines
or we can
into a
put
wall,
some
unwavering in
menace
his
of an.
focus until suddenly something joins the the server. Shifting the letters
Yeah,
over,
we could have
get
the floor covered in pressure
Crafty.
blades.
Hey Alex, he
But if you're gonna do
says,
that,
also
it's just
Caesar
easier to
shifted,
do lava
but
instead.
Alex ignores him, continuing to mine, and this is the conversation that follows. You're still online, huh? Most of the other guys have stopped playing the server a while ago. Of course, you're still playing though. LOL. You always did play non-stop when this place was at its prime. LOL.
I guess I'm gonna.
Fine, dude. You don't have to
I'm gonna
respond.
mark the pillar that
I
is
just
gonna have
wanted to
the
say
final,
bye.
the
I got
final
accepted to
set
a
of
college
ladders
really
with
far,
a
so I
gold
won't
block
really ever see you.
in the center of it.
I guess it's
It's
all
one
on
short
me for
one.
expecting you to actually say something instead of playing this stupid game. Well, have fun wasting your life playing this game.
Yeah,
Do
other
you
people haven't been
expect
building
to
much.
play
Sean
Minecraft
just
forever?
appears once a
Do
century.
you
Mark
think
Tim,
in
Mark
like 6
RL
years' time you'll still
they
be
have
playing
appeared on
this
like a few
stupid game?
times.
Whatever. I'm basically talking to myself at this point. God knows you haven't talked to anyone in months. Whatever. Goodbye, Alex.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
why not
Eternal.
actually? Why not?
You were
Why not?
fun while it lasted. And Crafty logs out. The entire time,
Ah,
Alex
scheiße.
paid him no attention whatsoever. His mouse
Yo,
never
can you
gave
test
him
this?
any
What do you need me to
indication that
test?
he
Oh,
even
hell
noticed.
no.
His pickaxe even broke mid-mine, and he
Hey, can
continued
someone
to
hop
break
on?
through
I
the
need
mountain
you
with
to
his
help
fist
me.
unwavering. He mines through trees
That's what?
without
Oh,
ever
it's
straying
just
off his
nothing. It's
path,
a small little
fixated
thing.
on going
Oh,
north.
small little
It's
thing.
as
Oh,
if he's in a trance, but it only gets
small project.
worse.
Oh, it's
Throughout
just
the
a small
various
project. Oh,
glitches in the
hell
video,
no.
there are scattered parts of a QR code. Putting them together in a photo editor takes us to a Google Drive
By the way,
link
Wally,
for an
if we
audio
are
file.
making the pillars go down, then we're gonna have to make
Just
those
calling to
pillars
see how
without the
you're
stars
doing.
and
It's been a minute.
squares or anything.
I know you
I
keep
guess.
getting busy and you can't make it to dinner or anything involving us really. I just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. The reason why I'm calling is that earlier today some guy came by and told me to sign a paper. I don't really know
So,
exactly what it is, but they said you are moving somewhere and we'll help you out. But just
Minecraft video about
give me
what?
a call soon, hon. Okay. Bye.
This is very unstimulating, right?
A falling
Exactly.
out? Crafty, you
Which is why I need someone to
berated him
talk
with
to
insults.
or
Why
watch
would
something.
you get mad at him if you were talking in a Caesar cipher?
Brother complains
How is
that I'm
his
watching
fault? He
stuff
didn't
while playing
understand
Minecraft.
you,
But
why did
I think
Alex
he would
not
also
even
if
question
he
it
was
at
doing
all? Why
something
was
as
he so focused on
mind-numbing as
going
this.
north? I don't get it. Why isn't he talking to his mom? Why are people taking him away?
I don't know,
What's
someone without
happening?
without
I
something
don't
to
know
watch
you. I
something
don't
on.
know. Archive is doing something with Alex, forcing him to obey their command to go north for some unknown reason. And we're going
It's
to find
truly
it.
delightful.
Okay, according to the description, someone
I'm
has
still
been
thinking about
leaking
the idea to make a
classified
custom
archive
data
videos to the
pack to make
public,
better
probably
trial
referencing
chambers.
that really not hidden link we saw
I'm still
earlier.
thinking about that data pack idea.
But okay,
You're not gonna
never
paste
mind,
it off.
not
It's gonna
important.
it's gonna
The rest of
be
the
it's gonna have to
description
be
has some
vanilla
new
friendly,
encryption,
which this is
but
not.
yeah, we
Most
can solve
certainly not.
this. Just taking the first letter or number and saving the capitalization, obviously, we get another URL to a video.
The skill issue.
New
If you have skill issue, you're probably gonna be gone by the first, second,
We can do this.
third room.
This video is
I'm not
such
counting
an
the first
insane
hallway, by the
watch,
way.
I can't even do it justice unless you watch the entire thing for yourself. It's just under
Yeah.
2 minutes, but the visuals are genuinely unlike anything I've ever seen Minecraft
I
do
think
before. It's absurd to degrees I never thought were
What?
possible, and the entire time Alex is just walking, stuck in
Everything
this
went
sort of
downhill
trance
when
as he continues through the
everything went
horrors of
downhill on the
game
nether
around
room.
him. But
And everything
what
went to
does
shit
this
when Cancel
all
disappeared.
mean? What's the point of all of this? And maybe more importantly, where is Alex now?
Everything started
The
going downhill in the
description of
nether
this
room because we
video
realized we
doesn't
could make
have
weird
any new
rooms.
URLs
Then
for us
everything
to
actually
follow,
went to
but it
shit
has
when Cancel
something
left.
else. A notice telling us to contact our archive supervisor at this email
And all
give
hell
them
broke
this
loose.
code word. Curious, I sent a blank email to the address
Gas
just
chamber.
saying hi, wondering if they'd then ask
Gas
me for the
chamber.
code word. But instead, I was quickly met
The
with
gas
this.
chamber.
A notice
Woo!
that hi was incorrect, and if I gave the wrong code word 2 more
The
times,
gas chamber
I'd
that
be
we've used
locked
multiple
out. I
times to
couldn't
troll
just let
people.
this chance go to waste though. Sooner or later, they'd probably catch on that I wasn't an actual employee. So I ran the code word through a Caesar and binary decoder to get entity E and sent that over. Wrong again.
How many layers down
This
is
was
this?
bad.
One,
One
two,
more
three,
failed
four,
attempt, and
five,
odds were
six,
high that I would never
eight.
be able to find Alex. Their system would flag me, and my
Yeah.
only lead would be gone. So, in a final attempt, I decided to just try and send the code word untranslated. And it worked. I got an email back.
So the
with a
final
list of success.
pillar that will lead to the area.
One more last video on Alex's channel. The title translating
The
to,
other-
do you think
wait,
in like
the-
6 years time you'll still be playing this stupid game? The video is 10 minutes
Oh, so this
of
will be
Alex mining bedrock,
Oh, mamma mia.
unwavering, unmoving. The description is just the same 2 words over and over and over.
This one, so
Mine
none of these have
bedrock,
ladders yet, right?
Mine bedrock. Mine
Okay, which
bedrock.
layer was the layer with the
Throughout
last
the video,
ladder?
we can hear horrifying
That-
noises in the background.
This may seem like a
Doors
bad idea.
being
This
knocked on and
may seem
opened,
like a big
followed by
issue
some
because
thunder.
it seems like we forgot which ladder it is, but it isn't because we have the power of X-ray. You can just highlight. I can just highlight the block I want to see.
Something being
So I'll just do
wheeled
that right
through a
after
corridor,
this.
horribly unsettling sounds followed by a
Where is the
coherent
magnifying glass thing? I'm gonna count how many layers down I've made. So this is actually like 2 different rooms in one: the big upper area and the lower area, which is just water.
and worst of all, frantic and scared breathing.
7, 8, yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And then it ends. What is
What?
going on here? Why is Alex just lifelessly mining this bedrock? Why is
Or using
Archive
commands.
making him do
More
this?
likely
Why do they
commands.
have to take him from his home? I don't understand. All of this that we've seen has been Alex
Fair
getting
enough.
progressively worse and worse, tormented by strange figures, disturbing noises, and eventually turning into some sort of drone that
I don't
just
know.
follows orders.
The sound
And
looks
if
good,
the
though.
title is to be believed,
Wait, well,
he's
can you
been
make the pillar to lead to the
trapped
final,
mining
to
in
lead
this
to the,
trance
just leave it to
state
me.
for
We need to do
6
this
whole
pillar. It's a
years.
star
What
pillar.
does it all mean?
I have to finish it so I
Well,
can start making
I
the
think I
entrance
know how to
to
find out.
Judgment Hall.
Something I've neglected to
Just leave it to
mention
me.
up until this point is that all the videos we've seen so far have had hidden messages in the subtitles.
By the way,
and
careful about this one.
decoding it
This has a
gives
ladder
us
at the very
this,
bottom.
a
The
broken
bottom
link
two,
to
the
a
bottom
WordPress
layer
site,
here
Woke
is ladder, ladder,
Sheeple's
ladder.
Truth. The about
This is the
reveals
first
that
ladder
this
area.
site was made by some sort of government
Alright.
conspiracist, and all of the blog posts
This
have
thing is
these
so big,
crazy
flying isn't fast
videos
enough, so I
of
just use a
various
light, bro.
types of mind control the government is using on us. Subliminal messaging in advertisements to get us to buy more fast
Okay, let me
food,
just-
music videos with patriotic undertones,
That's
Super
all.
Bowl ads trying to control our
Oxidized
minds,
copper
and
blue.
movies pushing pro-military
Shite, yeah.
agendas. The list goes on, and at first I thought it was a red herring, but then on December 12th,
Alright, fine.
2010,
I'll
around the
just
same
hit
time
him
Crafty and
commands.
Alex first logged on to Eternal, Woke Sheeple posted this. Yo, so you guys remember my post on video games?
Yeah.
So I went through with the plan and I found something crazy. Everything I was saying was true. The government is controlling you with these
That's fine.
games and I have proof. I'm gonna post some of this. The people need to know. This is finally what we need as a group to pull the
Nope.
wool from everyone's eyes. There's so much involved with this
And
server.
then
Mind
the
control,
bottom
programming
area is
humans,
this.
human experimenting,
So
everything I've
slash-
talked about. There's even a secret government
So
department like I said
slash
before. I am going to post some of the
fill-
documents I found in the server files
Wait, let me
tonight.
just-
So stay
slash
sheeple.
fill
It's time to prove the
339
government's
137
controlling you. See you
137
tonight. This is
406.
it. This is exactly what I've been looking for. If we go back to the post he's talking about, he mentions how he has a buddy that plays on this
Sorry, Wally?
Minecraft server and he's going to hack his account and do some digging. And all
Rabbits?
things considered, this could well be Eternal. I mean, it
Yeah, we've
lines
only
up
got a
with
few
everything
ladders.
we've seen so
And I can,
far.
if
Human
we're not
experiments,
sure where they are, I
hidden
can just find.
branches, whatever Woke Sheeple found could
I'm
be
not sure
the
if it's
key to
3,
it
maybe
all, the
4,
key to
like-
finding out what's going
But
on
I can
here
check
and
after
what
this
actually
because,
happened
you
to
know,
Alex.
X-ray.
This is it.
Alright, just gotta.
Alright,
I need to
buckle
clear
up
these
because
things,
I've
these
uncovered
little
something
dots.
huge.
My
For
my
years,
OCD
a
won't allow me
secret
to
government department
continue
has been
before
running
clearing
mind
these out.
control experiments on us, using media, technology, and
That's
social
better.
systems to manipulate
Okay,
our thoughts and
X-ray.
behaviors. Everything is part of their plan to turn us
What?
into
Murder?
mindless drones who obey without question. This is just the beginning. Get ready to see the truth. Here it is. Classified.
I thought you said slash command murder.
By leveraging the open-ended nature of sandbox games, Experiment
Yeah,
Eternal
what about it?
aims to evaluate the potential for prolonged psychological immersion, leading to
wait.
a full neglect of
Yeah, I
the
found it.
outside world. Phase 1. Have quiet audios and whispers to promote
I found it pretty
exploration
quickly.
and reinforce
It's this one over here.
behaviors. Phase 2, disturbing visuals to scare them and keep their focus on the game. Unsettling audio and
So, like,
horrible
also-
tone distortions. Don't let
What's
them
this?
stop playing.
After I
Keep them
stop it.
dependent on the virtual environment. Phase 3, endurance. See how long you can keep them controlled and immersed. Recover the subject's physical body
Oxidized
and pump them with
copper
food
door.
and water through an IV so they never have to look away from the
So
screen.
that means I just
Intensify the visual and audio distortions, employing fear to push
Copper
the
what?
bounds of how far they can be manipulated and scared. The program will intercept
Yeah, but I feel like it's not worth it unless we just upgrade to that to other version.
and alter
And it
them.
should be fine because
So
I
the
don't think we're gonna
participant
pick that
can't
much copper build.
possibly
And also for
understand
Judgment
and
Hall,
snap out of it.
I think
Make
it's best
them
to use normal
fully
lanterns.
dependent on
'Cause, you
the
know,
program.
copper
Make
doesn't really fit the
them
theme, right?
Controllable. This is what was happening to Alex. This is the point of everything we've seen. A government
Great question. I
brand
have no-
focused
oh,
on
fuck.
testing interactions between machines
Oh, that's a
and
big issue.
biology, developing a
Ah,
system
shit.
to push
Oh,
the
fuck.
bounds of psychological
Oh,
control.
shit,
It all
fucking
makes
shit.
sense. All the
I can fix
disturbing
it.
visuals we've seen, the strange noises, everything makes sense. The
Yes,
reason
in one of
Alex
the
was taken
areas
from
we
his
have
mom, the reason he
the
couldn't read
two
Crafty's
layers
messages, and
of
the reason he's been
chisel top
brainlessly
bricks instead of
following these
normal
orders.
top bricks.
It's
I can fix it.
always
You
been
focus, I
about
can fix it.
following
It's not that big of a
orders,
deal.
Controlling him, turning him into this drone, this sheep, for the sake of this
It's
sick experiment.
fine.
For
Just do your
6
thing. I can
years,
fix
he's
it. It's
been
fine.
Locked up, forced to mine bedrock just to see
This
how
is
long
this
they
is should
can
be this is
keep
easy
this
enough
up.
to
It's
fix.
horrible.
It's
There's
not that big
one
of a
more
deal.
blog post on the site. A van
Yeah, I'm gonna turn
outside
on
Woke
X-ray
Sheeple's house.
for
People knocking on his door. They found him.
Chisel
There's no
top.
one left who knows the truth
Chisel
anymore.
top
No
bricks.
one who can save Alex.
Numlock. There we go. This is fast.
Except for us.
I can properly
We
because X-ray is so useful here, so I can just see if the lines are correctly filled or not.
Assets needed to access the program will be provided on the title page. Okay, title page. The username is blacked out, but there's the access code for us right there. And if I'm thinking about this correctly, the username is probably just PyJobCall archive. Archive sent.
I think
another email.
worst
I think
the
I'm one
worst
of
things
them.
we've discussed
I can do
was
this. I can
either
access
during
the
when we were
server.
making
I
the
can
Great
stop
Wall,
this. There's the
the
link
Would
to
You
the
Rathers,
console right there.
or
Log
when we
in
were
with
making the
details of
mausoleum
document,
in the
or in-
human
there it is,
chairs and whatever.
internal. The
Could you
IP.
make a human into a
How do I
chair
know if it's
type
correct,
thing?
though? I can't accidentally touch the wrong thing. One mistake and allow
Yeah, type
myself.
shit.
It'll be
Can you
I
make a
have to be
human in the
careful.
chair?
No mistakes.
Yeah,
I have to
you
make sure
could.
this is the right server. I have
Would
to
it be
log
a
on.
good thing? Probably
I
not.
have
Seems
to
like a bad
find
idea, honestly.
Alex.
It's clearly not. Yeah, I wonder who would that be. Renzo, why would you want a person to turn into a chair? I don't think it's that desperate. This would be a really painful life, I think. He's not that desperate. Pardon? Huh. And bottle of shampoo in a woman's shower. Yeah, fair enough. I have
Alex.
a tampon in the back of tampons. I saw that from Peter Griffin did that. Of course, there's creepier answer. Why would there not be creepier answer? Hang on. Oh, you left the game.
Greetings. It has come to our attention that you are not, in fact, a Class 4 employee.
Still
The
thinking about that Dark
experiment
Emperor
has been
plotline.
prematurely
But I don't think it's ever gonna happen because, you know,
would have been
that damn
severely
SFP
punished. However, we
is
acknowledge your ingenuity in bypassing Archive's encryption systems. So
dying.
consider this a postponement of punishment. Try it again, and the
You're pretty much dead.
consequences will be swift.
Well,
This
oh yeah,
is your
what leads you to
first
conclude that it's dead? Because I stopped playing it.
From this point forward, your life is no longer your own. Sincerely, Archive.
Did they delete the server or something? Or is it just off now? Is it on now? Is it still on? It's still 24 hours, but nobody plays it. There's no point in being a king if you rule over nothing. The BI is the tax recon, right? Mush. Thank goodness I've done it. Personally, I would write it at school because I don't have enough motivation at home. I'd become narcoleptic at home.
I
Yeah.
was doing some digging when I
First time
stumbled
just
upon
talking
a
to you.
website for an old Minecraft
what
mod,
was that?
minecraftcompanion.jar. I tried installing it, but my game just crashed. Something about
Yeah.
it doesn't feel right though. Maybe you could look into it further. On June 24th, 2024, a YouTube channel was created, claiming they had found an old laptop with some weird Minecraft videos with
What?
a strange mod. The footage of these videos begins as pretty normal, but quickly becomes one of
Now
the
that's a
most
great question.
extremely disturbing mysteries on YouTube.
Let's just cross out,
Understand and solve
living
it is
beings.
to watch the
And let's cross out
mystery. The
structure.
video starts with a notepad open and what looks like an old version of Minecraft in the background. It's
Yes.
worth noting that we
It's
can hear
dead.
the
It's no
sounds
longer
of
alive. If it was
people,
alive,
whoever's
then it's not an
recording this
object.
video is
It's a
choosing not to
unconscious
speak to us.
individual.
Our protagonist introduces himself as Extreme Gamer 11, and after setting the insane light goal of 3, proceeds to play out a relatively normal Minecraft Let's Play. But the Let's Play isn't normal for very long. A minute in, and all of a sudden, this happens.
How about the muscles though? Wouldn't the muscles have
Message
degraded?
of gibberish shows up in the chat and fades without Extreme Gamer ever really acknowledging it. He continues playing in the world, collecting the basic
You have to, like,
starting
you're gonna make a
resources,
Frankenstein
asking us where to build
body-ish.
his house,
But wouldn't that
and
body
later
decay?
runs across some dropped flowers that seemingly came out of nowhere. An odd random cut
Yeah, unless
later,
you do
he
some
comes
crazy
across
shit,
an area
it would
of
decay,
already mined
right?
trees with pieces of meat on the ground. He looks around
So that
confused, and
is an
we can
interesting
assume
thing.
that
That
this
is kind of like
wasn't him.
possess someone's
Something
body,
here is
but it's
very
incredibly,
wrong. This
it's
isn't
incredibly
what a normal
what?
Minecraft world should look like. He comes across more dropped flowers and
Bro, this
then
thing looks so, this place looks so
encounters
cinematic,
this, a
cinematic
ring of
already.
yellow and red flowers, and then more dropped meat. When he next opens his
Uh,
notepad, we can see that he
We
was
know
questioning
we're just gonna
his
have the
flower
one big room,
generation.
and
Definitely
let's not do any
wasn't
big rooms for a
him
while
doing this.
after this.
Extreme Gamer begins to dig out a little house for himself, and as he's
And
leaving
it's the
to get
big,
sand
this is
for
the big
windows,
room.
he sees this. Over the hill, staring right at him, is a dark player, and the video ends. This is genuinely frightening, but a lot of it is not as strange as you may think. First of all, if we look in the
What?
description, we can see a message from the creator. The footage from this one was a little corrupted,
It's
so I
not just
tried my
amazing.
best to stitch it together. Nate. This explains the weird cuts that were showing up throughout the video, and now we have a name for whoever runs
Might have to
this
go down
channel.
soon. I might have to fetch
But let's
something.
revisit the first mystery in this video, the weird gibberish in the chat
Like,
box.
20
This
minutes,
message
I guess.
wasn't sent by a player. It's a message seemingly from the game itself, and while the letters seem random, they're actually a hidden code. If you place all these letters and characters on a keyboard and shift everything up, so Z becomes A, D becomes E, and Y becomes 6, this string of gibberish translates to access code retrieve archive. Why the I in
Good lord.
archive is capitalized?
What do you think about
or
Roblox
none of these
condos?
cryptic phrases at all, and why there are two random character pairings hidden in the subtitles of this video is honestly beyond me. But none of this answers the looming question
Is the
of
heart still
who is
pulsing?
in this world? Who is messing with the flowers, the trees, and the animals? Well, right before Extreme
yes.
Gamer pulls up
I
his
would count that as
notepad to
a
talk to us
person on
more, there
Minecraft.
were a few frames where you could see that his world is open to land. This explains
But they're-
how another
so they're
player
weak,
managed to join
basically.
him, but who is this person? And why does Extreme Gamer look so surprised when he finds all the cut trees and killed animals if
Let's
his
not
world is
discuss
open to
consciousness.
land?
Consciousness is such a
typically, if you
ridiculously
open a world to
complicated
land, it's safe to
topic.
assume that you meant to do that, and we're expecting someone to join you, so why is he so
Because you and I, we
surprised?
probably try to
Well,
define
I'll tell
consciousness,
you why.
but there's no
Clan is a feature
no
that allows
way
you
to
do a
define
single
consciousness.
player with your friends under one condition. addition, they are on the same Wi-Fi network as you. If this mysterious black player is on Extreme Gamer's LAN world and Extreme Gamer didn't turn on LAN himself, the implications are far darker and the black player might be a lot
I gotta go
closer
check
than we
something.
thought. But to answer all the questions of who this entity
but bring
is,
the phone
all
with
we have
me.
to do is watch video number 2. The next
Alright.
video on the channel is
So
titled Download,
what
and
would
right
I
off the
not
bat we
count
notice
as a
something interesting. Looking at the date
what
in
would
the
I say?
bottom
What
right
was
corner, you
like
can see that this video was recorded on November 29th of 2012. Looking
let's
at the
just say
first video we watched, the date
okay, let's
there
move on
was
to something a bit
December 1st. So
in,
chronologically,
more
the video
interesting
we're
is
watching
within
now
this
actually came
question.
before the previous one. Back
Androids.
in the video though, we can see that whoever is recording is on a website for something called Minecraft
It's not
Companion
living, yeah.
Mod. It seems to
But
be
let's just say
advertising a
if
mod
it
that lets
if
an
it can make
AI
thoughts of
player
its
play
own,
Minecraft with you, kind of
like
like
a super intelligence basically, I would count that, yeah. Like if it was in a body, if it was in a proper body, I think I'll count that as a more of a person because I don't care if you're a robot or a person, just help me. I still count that as an individual. Oh, nice. You wouldn't be living, yeah. But I still count that as not an object. Yeah. Actually, wait. The power thing, I count Android as non-living thing, huh? So, but in the original description was a possessed object, right? That's oh, okay. Let's clear out something. Vehicles are not objects. Buildings are not objects. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, is the piano an object? Technically, yeah. What is the limit? Okay, artillery howitzer. Nothing bigger than. Well, but how about a cannon? Because you know there are some really big cannons in the world. And a 777 howitzer is already bigger than a car. You can't put this as a cannon. So sad. Anyways, I don't care. No bigger. Yes. Do they have a heartbeat, basically? Okay. What are considered animals? What? I taxidermy the what now? Yes. What about it? But it's not the first. Like, I don't think. Okay, let's just say you need the required muscles and whatever to move, right? I don't think a fursuit has muscles. It's just a hollow shell. Are they dead? I don't think I would be. I don't think you would be able to control the person in the fursuit because the fursuit itself doesn't have any muscles, right, or whatever. Nah, because there's like you have no muscles, nothing. You have nothing to You have nothing to affect them. Only a shell. Yeah, but you can't exactly like actively do anything. The fursuit will passively do things like because of its design and stuff, but actively trying to do something to the person using the fursuit, no, I don't think that would. It has hinges, right? But do the hinges have hydraulic presses, muscles, or anything to move them? It independent of muscles. What kind of fursuit is that? That's a mech suit. Furry mech suit. My word here. I think I guess I'd count that you could control. But then again, if you have that, the person doesn't have a control system. But then again, this thing is getting really insanely complicated, and my brain is starting to hurt. Mm. Okay, that's more interesting. How would you use the internet to bring you in the real world if the internet is digital? Do you have access to it? Because like, well, you're gonna have to break down that security first, of course. You could, but you need to break down that security first. In theory, you could just rip that AI out and replace it with yourself, like some kind of parasite. By my standards, yeah, but the AI could fight back. It's not a might fight back. It will fight back. It most likely will fight back because it's gonna be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here? What? Oh, thank goodness the stars are done. Yeah, what's with that aggressive typing? That was pretty aggressive. Uh, Lone Square. All right. Uh, can you design? You think you have enough building experience to design Judgment Hall? Any material that will suit it. Like just try to make it as resemble as close as possible to the game thing. It's fine if it violently contrasts the design of this map. It's fine. Very yellow. Let me just find a drawing. I know I've seen it before once or twice. But isn't the floor like checkered? Oh damn, this is really yellow. Yeah, this is yellow. Is it even possible for us to make it this yellow? Do you even have this many blocks with yellow tint? You might have to make a black and white version, honestly. It's up to you. But someone found a picture of you know the picture of was that some guy found the Judgment Hall in real life basically. You saw that one, right? You could just base it off that. Just search up, Judgment Hall IRL, and then you should probably find it pretty easily. I think it should pop up if you do that. So the real life version or the actually no. I think you're seeing a different picture. Let me just save image as. Let me just put this into our WhatsApp group. I'm not gonna add any context for the other people who don't know what this is about. Just to confuse them, I guess. We might want to go back and fix the first room because the walls were kind of fucked up. Where is it? Photos and videos. Judgment Hall. I sent it. Yeah, absolutely no context. If we do make Sans, what is Sans gonna wield? I guess it's a skeleton with a blue tunic, maybe. Blue tunic, like just like the clothing. What? Try to make the clothes match. Yeah, I think I know what to do. Let me just look at Sans again. Does he have? He has boots. So white leather, white boots, black pants, and blue. Pink? Why pink? That's slippers. I didn't know those were slippers. They look like Mickey Mouse boots. Yeah, they look like the kind of boots that Mickey Mouse would wear. Oh boy! You like Mickey Mouse's shoes? They look like the kind of shoes Mickey Mouse would wear. And that's crazy. Why? That's actually crazy. Black. We can't. Not at all. Imagine having to do so many 4-block jumps. It's gonna be so painful to do this massive room. Ooh, fair enough. We can make it. We can make it wide if you. We can make it a bit wide if you want to. All right. I think I know what to do. Finish all the what? Indeed. You know how to do it, right? I trust you. You know how to do it. Just do it randomly. Also, I'll just show you. You know, I think you get how the system works, right? Wally, TP to me. This is the top. This is our tallest one so far. I guess I'll design Judgment Hall. I got some. Put one nearby Judgment Hall. Yeah, just don't make it nearby. Wally, can you TP to me? This is the tallest ladder we have so far. That's the first ladder. We don't need to worry about that. Go to the. This is the third ladder, by the way. Second ladder is over there. It's somewhere in this area. Let me just. Oh, here it is. So third ladder is all the way over. Where is it? It's over here. And then we go to this layer. Oh, yeah. There's no ladder on this layer, by the way. There's no fourth ladder yet. But can you go to me? I need to show you like all the little important details for the ladder. Yeah. Huh. Also, can you just come over here? I need to show you all the specific little details required for this. No, seriously, can you just go up here? There's a lot of important little details that affect the ladder also as well. The base of it is a cut copper, oxidized cut copper. The roof is it's just oxidized copper, normal copper, not oxidized, not just normal wax copper. Oh, shit. Where? It's a it's a slab, but it doesn't matter if it's a slab or block because I don't think anyone's gonna really notice, right? Like who's gonna see the top is a copper block and that copper block slides into place with the onion layers. I don't have to put it just like onion layers. You know, have a little hallway right before Judgment Hallway, like a pre-hallway. Like, do we put sands in it? Because I think it might be a bit mean to put sands in here after we just made this, and then they get killed by that. Oh yeah, break room. The most bare bones break room, right? Give them their stuff back for just incredibly short amount of time. Then we immediately take it back from them. Okay, I can agree to that. Yeah, that makes sense. This area has had so many bosses so far. No, this area has a crazy like over there. We've had a lot of bosses in a row compared to because the timing the amount of time between making the skeleton and the zombie was incredible. There's a lot of time. We didn't make any bosses for so much time. And then after that, and then everything got harder. And then suddenly, let's add a boss. What's the boss gonna do? It's gonna be an absolute menace. We just had and this is our fourth boss so far. Please help! I'm going to help me! Help! God. Me? I can or can't. Because I kept seeing them and I thought it was really funny. Funny that they were so retarded. It's because like the princess is so retarded, like help me, help! It's just so funny for some reason. Sure. The what? Clarify. What is outer layer? Physical, metaphysical, digital? Well, if the robot has arms and limbs or some kind of limb in order to do that, yeah, you could. If you can operate that is. Yeah. Huh. Uh, fuck around a bit. Fuck around a bit. Fuck around a bit. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't care if you rotate around, just make it work. PMO building footage. Parkour is still you still need to do the parkour thing though, right? For the puzzles, they would like, but then again, I'm not planning to show them anything if anything related to the secrets. I'm not planning to show them puzzles. I'm just showing the combat ones because what's to hide? There's nothing to hide there. What happened now? No, so that's why. Hologram. Yeah, I suppose. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. If the body can maintain its functions, yeah, I suppose so. But you've gotta keep that body supplied with food and oxygen and everything, which should be a bit hard. Because if you don't keep it fed, it's going to, decay. Actually, no. No, no, no. Do we include brain dead people as objects? This is a good one. Okay, I'm gonna include brain dead people as objects. Well, I think you know what I mean by brain dead, right? Well, you can't even do anything if you confess as a brain dead person. Actually, no, you could, right? But the people who probably get a heart attack from watching. What? Yeah. Also, if I say hippopotamus, it's purple because it's. I feel it's. I have a feeling it's pink in my area. Mm. Uh-huh. Shoplift. So the object just runs out of the place like from like a cartoon. Does the object have legs? Does it have some kind of instrumental type? Oh, if you have, oh, then you could, yeah, very much possible. Mm-hmm. Pardon? What do you say? Store, story, or store? Oh, hell no. Pretty bad, I'd say. Hmm, fair enough. Why did Jeffrey Epstein even use it? Oh, never mind, I know. Jeffrey Epstein. So your old body just stops functioning. Your other body is sent into a comatose state. Uh-huh. Comatose. Your body is comatose. It drops dead. It drops unconscious. Terrifying? How you get back in your buddy? That's the funny part. You don't. Yes. You know. Are they brain dead? Is there hope of them coming back? If they have a chance to get back to return to normal life, then they're not an object. If there's just no hope, or if as long as there's a chance they can return. Oh, they're just an object now. Object. Yep, object. Great question. Also, we might have to reform the break room system. Because currently I think you can cheese every single room if you just take enough capitals. I can redesign the break rooms, but I think I'm just gonna from now on the break rooms from now on we'll give players we'll just give players the stuff using command blocks instead of But for capitals, I don't think I'm gonna give them more. Capitals, okay. Capitals, I'm just gonna give the capital through command, but everything else, yeah, there can be more. The capitals are fair game. We're gonna give them back their gear for one room. Then we're gonna rip it back from them. We're gonna rip it away from them. Wait, 5 million years of understimulation. Because after this is the hallway of doom, right? Not after Judgment Hall is the staircase thing, right? After they're done with Judgment Hall, like, finally. And then they go through the pressure plate and poof, goes their items. Also, how do we make it so that they have to kill, like, do they have to kill stands to pass, or you can code that. Up to you how you want stands to be beaten, but I'm going to go. I'll just design a room. Oh yes, but we have the timer thing for other rooms, but I don't know if it's gonna work here. So we press they press a button that summons sands, but it opens the door, but it also summons sand. How do we make it so that they just don't rush the door immediately? But what will be the trigger to make that door disappear? I'm getting called. I'm gonna call you back. I don't know when.
This video was made possible by Honey. Keep watching to find out how you can save money when you shop online. Also, the reviews are in. That's some nice merch. Get your brand new character pin, limited time face mask, and more. Link down below. Blah. Sigmund, I don't have much longer. Tell me, was I a good king? You were okay. Will I be remembered as